Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, you could make a case to say, Jim, that Park Ji-sung is the most successful Asian export ever.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Hugely popular, and it's hard to argue if you look at his record at the very top level. A player with an impeccable work ethic and discipline, and he has the knack of turning up at all the big games too.
And now they can spring out of defence. Played into space. Conte. Now it's Villa. And he's picked out the run.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he?
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Alexander-Arnold. Osimhen is onto it in a flash. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Played back in. Maradona. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Osimhen. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Van Basten, that has been cut short. Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Grimaldo. Grimaldo makes the interception. That's an imaginative pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Beckham. Looking for the run. That ball looks a good one. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's a sharp little ball here. He's found a way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's had a shot! And it's Camavinga. Pulls out once more. And here's Van Basten. Van Basten! Goal! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
It's gone for a throw-in. Maradona knocks it into space. Up Gi-sung. Probing pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Lewandowski. Brazil have reclaimed it. That pass isn't the best. Van Basten proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Saliba gathers from the goal kick. David Villa. Lewandowski. Alexander-Arnold. Martinelli. Chance here to counter. Plays it through. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's picked a chance for a shot. He's got a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So your views on the first half?
Brazil really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Senhoras e senhores, vamos todos desejar felicidades aos nossos sócios torcedores que comemoram aniversário de casamento hoje. Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 23.
That's the start of another 45 minutes.
Para a entrada do jogador.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Brazil do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
De Ketelaere. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Aubameyang really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
It's Aubameyang. Now who's going to be first to this? He's tried one! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Substituição em andamento.
Brazil have their second corner now. De Ketelaere is there and he can get that clear. Climbs up big! He's missed, but not by that far. And that's another good win of the ball.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Now it's Osimhen. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Brazil finding their passes. Guardiola. Now it's Aubameyang. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Brazil have their third corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now a sudden chance to counter. He has found the way through. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Muscular approach does pay off here. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Brazil are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Great effort, but no way through.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Neatly clipped into space. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Brazil are looking to go forward now. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And he's got the... And he shoots! Really well taken goal. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Teremos uma substituição.
De Ketelara. Here comes the cross. That's really well cleared. Pass somewhat off target. Now that's well seen too. Guardiola. Well, that has not gone well.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
And that has left him in a heap. Kante with the foul. And that's going to be a booking. That is ended up in no man's land. Looking to play him in. He's away. Decent chance! It's a goal! Brazil are back in business.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Now he's off and running. Really fierce, close defending. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Couldn't squeeze it through. David Villa has it out wide and in space.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And he's being shifted off it. Oh, nicely intercepted. Spread neatly. And here's the chance to counter.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Alexander on, he's got full! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Desperate defending required here. A header! Oh, split-second reaction.
Rodri clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Searching pass he's played there. Conte. Guardiola. Now it's Haaland. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. And he was quick to react. Beckham. Now it's Aubameyang. Saliba. Now he's got space here. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A good watch, more than a good watch, actually.